breathe. We'll get to the gunfight, but I'm glad that that scene stands out.
And yeah, it's also, I used the word when we were talking backstage, classic, in terms of the cinematography, the score, all of it. It feels like the classic Western. You are no stranger to Westerns, obviously. But this one, what separates it for you from all the ones you've done before? Because this harkens back to kind of a classic, kind of.
What separates it for me is that we almost have kind of a national amnesia about the trip, the Great Migration that took 200 years, almost 250 years. We went by inches, and the thing that's missing in most Westerns, because I don't like all Westerns, I disregard most of them that I grew up with, but occasionally when they find a level of authenticity, both in how people are dressed, how they're shot, how they live, what they're saying, they're haunting to me, because it's not a land in Disneyland. It really happened out there. And what was your question?
It's just, how is this different from all the many Westerns you've done? I can name them off the top of my head.
I think I could. But how it is different, I know where I was going with that long thing, and then I lose myself. Which is, all these Westerns always start with a town. But in Horizon, we start with the beginning, because every town that we know of, when you fly over this country, Native Americans were there first. They lived in the good places, where you could cross the rivers, where you could go. There was some equilibrium that had happened before we came. And so I thought, why don't we talk about the struggle of a town that just emerges? And it doesn't just emerge like a mushroom. In Horizon, it's burnt, it's built up, it's burnt, it's built up. And then finally, there's the great tipping point in all Westerns, which we know, because it never ended well for the Native Americans. There's a tipping point of sheer numbers. And finally, the town of Horizon bumps over the edge, and life will never be the same. It will be what we know it to be, and the loss that's there. And I guess that's why it takes me 4 movies.
Now, you